New filler don't drop, Charlie. It's all about the latest reports on Côte d'Ivoire. Per the report that I'm hearing so far, they are saying that there's coup d'etat in Ivory Coast, Charlie. And it seems the French-speaking countries, they are rising up. They are bringing out liberation, and we're having liberators to liberate the people from poverty and what have you, Charlie. I went through my sources and pen as at now, it's been unconfirmed that it's actually true. So those reports that you are seeing, I don't know how true it is. But because say we be just lover we or we be filler boys and things, so I for come update you as usual. So per report, they are saying that there's coup. And per the news I've gotten to, I learned that the president is nowhere to be found. But I learned that his the chief security officer, he has been shot dead. Per the report, I don't know how true it is, but if it's true, my condolences to the family and then RIP to him. All right, let's check out this updates from this news and drop your thoughts on the comment section. All right, let's check it out.
Africa is waking up. From the dusty streets of Ouagadougou to the urban crowds of Abidjan, a storm of resistance is reshaping the destiny of a continent. Today, we witness the fall of old powers and the rise of new leaders. In this episode, we break down the unrest shaking Côte d'Ivoire, the legacy of French influence across West Africa, and the revolutionary waves spreading across the region. This isn't just news, it's a movement. Africa is rising, and the world is watching. On the surface, it appears to be another political protest. But in the streets of Côte d'Ivoire, something deeper is stirring. Citizens are calling for the removal of President Alassane Ouattara, a man increasingly viewed as a symbol of French-backed governance and elite interests. Critics accuse Ouattara of ignoring rampant poverty, limiting press freedom, and allowing foreign interests to dominate the Ivorian economy. But the biggest grievance? His perceived loyalty to Paris, not to Abidjan. Tensions have been mounting for years. From the controversial third term to military crackdowns, the government's grip on power has only tightened. But now, with widespread unrest and whispers of a military coup, the tide may be turning. Protesters are waving Pan-African flags, chanting for justice, and calling for an end to French interference in their homeland. To understand what's happening now, we have to rewind the story. France may have granted independence to its African colonies decades ago, but it never truly let go. From the CFA franc, a currency controlled from Paris, to military agreements and corporate monopolies, France has maintained tight economic and political control over many former colonies. Leaders who challenged this system, from Thomas Sankara in Burkina Faso to Laurent Gbagbo in Côte d'Ivoire, often faced violent pushback or international isolation. But the new generation is waking up. Social media, youth movements, and Pan-African thinkers are exposing how deeply embedded these foreign systems remain, and how urgently they must be dismantled. Among the figures leading this wave of change is Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the 36-year-old military officer who took power in Burkina Faso in 2022. Traoré's rise was swift, but not accidental. Fed up with government corruption and foreign dependency, a young, inspired military class took charge. Traoré immediately signaled a shift, expelling French troops, challenging Western narratives, and forging closer ties with other African nations. He's become a symbol of African defiance, especially among the youth. To some, he is Africa's Che Guevara. To others, the embodiment of Thomas Sankara's unfinished revolution. His message is simple. Africa must be ruled by Africans. Sovereignty is not negotiable, and unity is the only way forward. Traoré is not alone. His revolution in Burkina Faso is part of a larger domino effect. In Mali, Niger, and Guinea, military leaders have taken similar actions, ejecting French troops, suspending foreign deals, and speaking the language of Pan-Africanism. These countries are forming new alliances. Not just military ones, but ideological, reclaiming identity, independence, and the right to determine their own future. While some in the West call these movements coups or threats to democracy, many Africans see them differently. They are seen as necessary corrections to decades of economic exploitation and political manipulation. For the first time in years,
you've seen the update for yourself.
There's momentum, a real sense that the continent is turning a page. Pan-Africanism is no longer just a philosophy for intellectuals.
Now,
It's
Africa,
becoming
they
a
rise
call to
pound,
action.
Charlie. People are tired
Across
of
social
France
platforms,
and those
young
countries,
Africans are uniting under
colonies.
shared
They are all
messages.
tired. Let's see how
No
it
to
goes.
foreign bases. No to
Wow.
puppet leaders. Yes to African unity.
It's been unconfirmed though.
Regional
I'll let you
organizations like WAMU and ECOWAS are under pressure to serve African people, not foreign donors. Movements are calling for an African economic system, one that rejects the CFA franc, redistributes resources fairly, and respects
Take it
cultural
back to you,
identity.
Charlie.
The spirit of Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara, and Patrice Lumumba is being reborn in a digital age. Their words are circulating again. Their visions, once buried, are becoming roadmaps. The unrest in Côte d'Ivoire may be the next major chapter in this movement. If a power shift happens, it could inspire more nations to question their ties to foreign systems and accelerate the rejection of
In
neo-colonialism.
Africa, they rise pound.
But the road
Charlie.
ahead is
People are
not
tired
easy.
of France
There will be
and those
resistance
French way.
from within
Colonies.
and
They are all
outside.
tired. Let's see how it
Global
goes.
powers have a stake in Africa's resources, economies, and leadership.
It's been unconfirmed.
They will not
though.
give up control easily. Yet something is undeniably changing. The old tools of control are weakening. The voices of young Africans are growing louder, and the vision of a sovereign, united Africa no longer feels like a dream, but a reality within reach. Africa is rising, not just politically, but spiritually. From every corner of the continent, people are remembering who they are and reclaiming what's theirs. This is not just about coups. This is not just about currency. This is about liberation. It's about dignity. It's about the right of every African nation to shape its own destiny, free from fear, free from control, and full of hope. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to Make Africa Great, and be part of the movement. Pray for peace. Stand for freedom. The time is now.
All right, so you've heard or you've seen the update for yourself. As I said, and as it stands, I went through my search, and I mostly use ChatGPT. So I went there and I searched, and they're also saying it's unconfirmed. And moreover, the international TV stations that I know of, none of them have posted anything of that. So it's unconfirmed, as I said. But it has been trending since 9 hours till now. We don't know how true it is. And per my glancing through some comments, some people are claiming that they are actually in Ivory Coast, and it's actually false. Per the news, I don't know how true it is. So, anyways, as you know, for we filler movement there, any filler beer we drop, can go make you know. Even if it be pin we drop for events, can we go record and talk you about. More updates will be coming up, so please stay tuned. Peace. We out.